There's one lane coming from back onto this bridge.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. That's the communication we have right now, Holly and I, because we have no cell service, which is not a complaint. It's a little inconvenient, but it's not a complaint because we're headed over into town right now to see the damage and to see how we can help. Our church does a lot and we help. When we came back on Saturday night, we were under curfew. When we pulled into our driveway, there was a police car that was just kind of going through the neighborhood just to make sure that, you know, people weren't out and about, because they're so limited on manpower right now that they can't monitor, you know, crime as well as they normally can, because they're just trying to keep people from getting in fights and stuff like that over gas and food and water. And this is the line to try and get into town. We're not fully sure what to expect when we go in here. We were out helping some of our other members yesterday. The damage is just unbelievable. It's gonna be months of rebuilding. I think electricity is still gonna be out for another 2 weeks, but that was actually good news that it was only gonna be 2 weeks and not 2 months. This is Nelson. Nelson came to church yesterday and said, "How can I help?" And so we put him to work. And it's proving to be very helpful because he actually has a phone that works. Holly and I don't. Nelson also just pointed this boat out to me that's just tipped upside down out there in the water. No doubt it's one of many. Look at how that tree got snapped. And that thing is thick. It was 1 mile short. 1 mile per hour short of a Category 5. And a Category 5 is what, 150? Is that right? Or is it 165? It's something like that. Look at the power lines. And this is not the first time. We've seen this already over where we live. National Guard guy's sitting there with his gun, food and water, making sure people are not doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. See this? Here's a power line down right in front of the road. And I have to turn to miss it. Holy mackerel. This is a common sight, is seeing all of these structures from like gas stations. You know, these gas stations have these big awnings and the wind gets under those. Oh, there's some power line. The wind just gets under those and just rips them, just pulls them right out. No street lights, of course, so everybody's just kind of letting each other in and out. Whole sides of buildings just getting ripped off. Oh, look at all this. Look at all these trees. Look at their roofs.
That's slates. Is that slate roof?
It looks like it.
I never seen slates peel.
Wow.
You ever saw slates do that?
No,
I never did.
I have not. Oh, wow. That was a car wash. There's our chapel stake center.
This is the tree I took a picture with my dad when I got baptized.
I know. Now it's gone.
Katie will have to find another tree, I guess.
Guess so. Hey you. Hey you, Yaga. What's it? Oh, kicks. Oh, kicks. Oh, kicks. Oh, kicks. Oh. Hi. Hi, I love you.
Luke, I think you have a cop behind you.
Oh. Split and it looks like it's ready to topple over on somebody. That's what we were worried about happening to our house.
That's a trailer house.
It's just having a big old tree fall and just cut your house right in half. This was all forest and it just all got leveled. Look at all those trees snapped over. That is insane. And it's not just 1 or 2 or 3, it's almost all of them. Those guys can't even get out of their driveway because those power lines are in the way. Finally found our first house. It's kind of hard to find places when they don't have mailboxes. And here's their driveway. Power line swinging right here. Big old trees crashed down. And then another huge tree that was uprooted right there. And almost spans their entire house. They already did have one tree fall on their house. Right there. So they can't even see the road from their driveway. And there are thousands of houses just like this one. Here's the backyard. They had a screened in pool right here. That no longer exists. The neighbors also had a screened in pool, which no longer exists. And all the trees down back here.
Car and Mercedes, no, might be a possibility like job security at that.
I guess so.
These guys next door thought I was probably lunar and this dude kept asking me.
Look at all those houses with trees down on them.
What is this, dude? Some bleachers. Where that came from?
That might be a school. Might have come from a school. I saw a school sign just a second ago. Look at all those trailers! Oh my gosh! That was a concrete pole.
Cool.
Granted, it was hollow, but it was still concrete and still snapped it. So this is north, this is south. So all those trees are laying down that way. Holy mackerel. That is insanity. If you're watching this video, there's a very good chance you're gonna get tired of me saying, this is insane, this is crazy, oh my gosh, this is wild, wow, 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 wow. But I've never seen anything like this. You're gonna get tired of Nelson saying this is insane too. This just goes on for miles and miles.
They're tarping this house. Our crew of helping hands is including me, both of my sisters, not the baby, my dad, my mom, our friend Nelson. There's another guy here named Robert, and then another lady who came from a place, I don't know where it is. She's sleeping in her car, just to come help people with Hurricane Michael.
So we just finished tarping the roof over at this house, and the owner was showing us this part of his, or this side of his house, where a shingle got lodged into the stucco. So that's a roof shingle right there, and it's lodged into the side of his house. That's how fast, and it will not come out. That's how fast the wind was blowing those shingles. That sort of comes out. And then he's got another piece right here that it took off that corner. I mean, that would have hit somebody, that would have killed them. Unreal. Unreal. Do you like my little white strip I have on the top of my head? That looks pretty good, doesn't it?